Hi, I'm Giles, the Technical Director of Havilah Resources, and today I'd like to give you a brief run through of our recent drilling results reported from the Birksgate prospect, which lies in the north of our Curnamona Province tenements, at about 50 kilometres north-northwest of Kalkaroo. Now, Birksgate was drilled back in 2014 by the MMG-Havilah joint venture, and it returned some very interesting results, including 24 metres of over 0.5% copper, plus some moly and gold. It's skarn style mineralisation, which in this case is formed by metal bearing hydrothermal solutions replacing the wall rocks, which in this case are carbonate and graphite rich. And this is what the skarn looks like. You have replacement by the sulfide mineralisation, this brassy coloured material here, of the sedimentary bands. Also magnetite, the darker grey, and the lighter bands are fluorite and carbonate rich. This is a more extreme development of the skarn mineralisation with a high percentage of sulfides here, this yellowy colour, and running up to 2% copper in this case, and you can still see the darker magnetite bands in between. So the original MMG-Havilah drilling, diamond drilling, was in this area here, and 4 holes returned potentially economic grades of copper-gold-moly. We looked at the geology and reinterpreted it, and on the basis of the aeromagnetics, which is this underlying image here, we interpreted that there was a large syncline in this area, and that the mineralised skarn that was intersected here actually dipped down and then came back up on the eastern side here. So we drilled 3 holes in our recent program, 1, 2 and 3, to check that idea, and sure enough, each of these holes hit mineralised skarn with potentially economic intersections in a couple of the holes. Now if you do a calculation of the potential area of this syncline in here, it's about 8 square kilometres, which is a very large potential target area. The Birksgate skarn lies in what we call the K3 unit, which is immediately above the Kalkaroo prospective horizon, which hosts the mineralisation at Kalkaroo. Now, at Birksgate we haven't actually hit or intersected the Kalkaroo prospective horizon, but we suspect it's there at depth below the Birksgate skarn. And the Birksgate graphite discovery that we reported a couple of weeks ago actually lies in the K4 unit just above this K3 skarn unit. So, what's the significance of our recent Birksgate drilling results? Well, our drilling has shown that the original mineralised skarn from 2014 extends at least 1.5 to 2 kilometres to the east, and it probably covers an area of about 8 square kilometres within this buried regional synclinal structure. As such, it represents a very large copper-gold-molybdenum mineralised target that definitely warrants systematic drilling follow-up to see if we can define a JORC mineral resource. And the associated uranium and vanadium approach levels that may be potentially economic to recover with the other metals, but of course that depends on metallurgical testing. And the associated molybdenum in the Birksgate prospect is interesting particularly because it's now on the Australian government's critical minerals list. So in conclusion, this latest drilling at Birksgate has shown that Havilah has yet another large scale copper-gold multi-metal prospect in the Curnamona Province that warrants substantial follow-up drilling. And as always, if you want more information, please check our website or drop us a line on info, and we'll be happy to respond. Until next time, thanks very much.